Oh, solo mio, la sera mana, oh.
Ma madonna mia, ma cosa sta cantando sto tipo a fianco?
Tell me about it.
Was that Italian for beautiful singing?
No.
Hey, I'm Ryan Scott. Today we're going to break the chain at Torinos at home. Are you ready to break the chain?
It's exquisite. Absolutely wonderful. He is such a talent. He's an artist.
Torinos at Home is one of the best Italian restaurants in the state of New Mexico. It's not just me saying that, it's every food blogger and almost every food writer that I know is saying exactly the same thing. So today, Maxime Bugno, do I speak French? I do not speak French. I'm not very good at that.
That's a tough one.
I just call him Chef Max. Is that fair? Can I just call you Chef
Maxime,
Max?
that works.
Chef Maxime. Maxime is going to be here cooking a specialty item that's not even on their menu. It's only a special that you can get sometimes at Torinos at Home. So what are you going to be making for us today, Max?
Well, Ryan, thanks for the compliment, first off.
Absolutely.
It's come a long way from you. We're doing lamb saddle. Lamb saddle is exactly what it is. It's a part of the lamb that's the saddle. So it's from the baby back ribs down to the legs, and that's that meaty part where the loins are.
Okay.
And with the flap around the belly.
Okay.
So we're going to use those flaps to stuff the saddle. We're going to make a filling with marjoram, a little bit of niçoise leaves, and more lamb, and we're going to make what we call a mousseline. So it's going to be stuffed with a marjoram mousseline.
Let's go. Let's rock.
Pretty much it. Let's go at it. So we receive all our meat whole and raw in one piece like that. So every time we receive meat, we have to butcher, prepare it, and make it pretty.
So it's something that is it important to you to butcher your own meat as a chef?
Yes.
Okay.
You've heard lately a lot of problem as far as where the fish is coming from.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't have that problem. The fish here comes whole, the meat here comes whole, and I know exactly what I am receiving.
Okay, that's important.
It's very important. Okay. So we're going to start here.
He's going to put this in his piping bag. He's going to use a kind of a pastry bag where he's going to pipe in this wonderful filling.
Get something clean and even. Before we have enough here.
One last little bit of seasoning for the outside.
Seasoning, just to be sure.
Before you wrap it up.
Before we wrap it.
Torinos at Home makes their own pasta from scratch. This is different than a lot of the other Italian restaurants who use prepackaged pasta. So today, Maxime is going to show us how he makes his pasta for his fresh ravioli.
Alright, so today we're preparing for spezzatino ravioli. So it's a meat-filled ravioli.
Chef Maxime makes this entire secret recipe pasta batch by hand every single time. And I wish I had time to show you the entire hour-long process, but I'm just going to show you the highlights. You order some ravioli in a restaurant and you expect it to come out in 5 or 10 minutes. Do you have any idea what's actually going on in the back of the kitchen to make your ravioli order?
Hi, welcome to Torinos. Can I see you for dinner?
I'm sitting here with Ed and with Joanne, and I found out from Maxime and Daniela that they actually come here almost every Friday for dinner. So thank you guys for coming out on a Saturday. I didn't want to mess up your day.
Oh, absolutely.
So, you know, the question I wanted to ask both of you is why would you choose to eat at Torinos over a national chain Italian restaurant?
Oh, I love Torinos at Home. It is absolutely fantastic. Max and Daniela bring just a class act to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Is this type of date night, does it really help your relationship? Does it make you guys a stronger couple to have a date night at a place like this?
Oh my, yes. See, by the time she's worked all week, she's a little bit tired. We bring her here, she sits down. Oscar's normally playing in the background on Friday night.
Okay.
And we can just sit back and enjoy ourselves. And in 15 minutes, It's like she's over in Europe. She's on vacation.
On vacation.
And we just have a tremendous time.
So so this is the type of place in Albuquerque where you could come and eat a meal and you no longer feel like you're in Albuquerque. It could transport you somewhere else.
Oh my,
That's very
yes.
true.
Absolutely.
You just open the menu and you look at all this, and it's in Italian. Tells you what it is, and they'll tell you what the special is.
You have such a wonderful menu. How do you decide what to eat every Friday?
It's one of the most difficult decisions I have in life.
And it is.
First of all, I have to ask what the special is.
Okay.
Tonight the special is going to be the lamb.
Yeah, lamb salad.
Lamb salad. Oh my heavens. It's wonderful. But everything on here, and I've had everything on here, I believe now, they change the menu about every 6 months or so.
Yeah, because
and I
Max,
have to work
Max
through
gets
the new
bored.
ones.
Yeah, Max
Yes.
gets bored.
He gets bored. He is such a talent. He's an artist. It's unbelievable.
Ed and Joanne. All right, guys. And we're gonna put in the middle.
Oh, that looks so good.
And an empty plate for you, madam.
It won't be empty.
Wonderful.
Enjoy.
Are you all going to order the lamb tonight also? Wonderful. This part right here.
No, that was our hotel bill.
Okay, now
Wow.
I'm gonna catch up.
It's exquisite. Absolutely wonderful.
Maxine does it again.
This is our first time. I'd like to come back and like try the other things. And one interesting thing too that I was like pleasantly surprised about is usually when you say Italian, people are thinking like spaghetti and like red sauce and meatballs, but this is much more refined and delicate than that. I don't know, it's really good. They had a prosciutto on there that was by far the best prosciutto I've ever eaten. It was really, really good. And then the dishes, like they taste like they came from someone's like kitchen, like grandma's kitchen or something like that. It's very good.
This is not a chaos. It's not good. So we love chaos. Where do you want me to go, chef? 9. 9, I go. Thank you, chef.
Daniela's coming up with the Antipasto platter. One of my favorite things I always get at Torinos, and it's always delicious.
All right. Ecco l'antipasto, Ryan. And let me explain to you what we have right here. Starting here, we have some salame, sun-dried tomatoes, speck that come from Tirolo.
Okay.
It's like a bacon, and it's cured in juniper, and it's smoked.
Okay.
And we have a prosciutto from Parma. This one is cured in salt.
Oh, wonderful.
You have some eggplants. Those one are grilled in the house. Same than the zucchini, they are hidden down there. Here you have oven roasted bell peppers, and they're topped with tuna salad that we make in the house as well.
Oh, that's your tono.
Yes.
Okay.
Capers, tomatoes, artichoke hearts, arbol egg, goat cheese, and this one is topped with honey.
My two favorite things on this plate, I have to admit, is they get this goat cheese crostini, and it's absolutely divine. I've been sitting here for a while, and I am starving. So let's try some of this. Tono. If I would have had this type of tuna salad when I was a kid, I promise I would have eaten a lot more of it. This doesn't taste like anything you can make at home. It's a very, very light, very mild tuna flavor, but it blends so beautifully with the capers and the aioli that's in there. And I'm sorry, Mom, but if you would have made this, I would have eaten this a lot more. Chef Maxime is coming up with one of the house specialties here. It's a baccala. It is it's a salted cod and potato dish.
All right, Ryan. So here is the backala, specialty from Mediterranean.
I've never quite had anything like this. You get the salty of the salted cod, but it's balanced out with the potato that's on it. So it gives you a really beautiful mouthful of food that's neither too fishy, too salty, too much potato, too much starch. Really, really well balanced. But I think what you get is to top it off with this beautiful crostini with the Niçoise olive tapenade. Salty, but in a good way. You know, the time it takes to roll out these pasta sheets and then to put them in the ravioli molds, and then how delicately Chef Maxime fills these raviolis with the brisket. And this is a delicious, delicious plate of food. It's always, ooh, it just came out of the oven. It's a little bit hot. So hopefully I won't burn my mouth. This is the Gorgonzola pappardelle. First thing that hits you with this dish is the sour gorgonzola. Not sour in a bad way, but sour in a beautiful, not like a sweet cheese. And it mixes with that handmade pasta so beautifully. And they got the fresh herbs on top and the salt and pepper. It really sings. This is one of the dishes that really sings in your mouth. This was a special. It took Maxime almost an hour just to butcher this beautiful piece of lamb. And we got this lamb here, and I cannot wait to try it for the first time. It is amazingly tender for a cut of lamb. You know that gaminess that you expect when you eat with lamb? This beautiful dish has absolutely none of that. Mild, earthy, very, very flavorful lamb. In fact, I've never had a lamb that tastes like this. You know, when we saw the care that it took, Chef Maxime took to roll up that lamb saddle with that beautiful filling, and that just permeates the entire dish. Now, if you've never had Daniela's tiramisu, it's not like any other tiramisu you've ever had. And it's really hard to explain what makes it so different. Part of it is the quality of the coffee, of the espresso that they soak these ladyfingers in. If you've never been to Torinos, they have a beautiful coffee bar, and they do really, really high-end coffee. I think that's what makes a difference, but mostly it's decadent. This is one of the most decadent desserts you'll ever have. You could see the way the espresso is soaked through those ladyfingers and that custard that's surrounding the entire thing. Then rich, full, decadent, the best version of a tiramisu I've ever eaten anywhere. Look how beautiful that panna cotta is that's served in this little mason jar. I'm gonna get a little bit of the strawberry, a little bit of the panna cotta, the hint of the vanilla. A lot of panna cottas, you don't really want to eat them after the first bite because they're just so sweet. They're cloyingly sweet. This is a balanced panna cotta. You could taste the fresh strawberries. You could taste the freshness of it. And you know really what makes a difference, it's funny, is this little vanilla bean in there gives it more of a balance and more of a mouthfeel than almost any other panna cotta I've ever eaten.
We are a family business, and our restaurant breaks the chain.
This episode of Break the Chain is sponsored by Rich Ford. Which Ford? Rich Ford, Lomas and Wyoming Northeast. Break the Chain is produced by Nick Lehman Media, offering quality video and photography services for your business. For sponsorship opportunities, contact us at breakthechainnm@gmail.com.